Power doesn't shout. It whispers, hides and smiles, and shapes the course of everyday life, often without us even noticing. Whether you're in school, on a ship, climbing the corporate ladder, or building your own brand, understanding power means understanding people. Today, we dive into 7 transformative laws from Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Not to manipulate, but to awaken. This is about awareness, not aggression. Positioning, not domination. Learn to recognize the moves on the board, so you can play your best game. Let's begin. Law 1. Never outshine the master. The desire to impress is natural, but the cost of outshining your superior, that can be fatal to your progress. Power structures thrive on ego. Make your superiors feel insecure, and they'll cut you down, not because you're wrong, but because you make them feel replaceable. In a workplace, subtly redirect praise toward your boss. Instead of, "I solved it," say, "Glad we could crack this together." Offer credit where it isn't fully deserved, because flattery smooths egos and opens doors. Ask for advice, even when you don't need it. It gives them status and makes you seem loyal, not threatening. Master the art of playing second in command, even when you're running the show from behind the curtain. Law 2. Conceal your intentions. We admire transparency in relationships, but in power plays, unpredictability wins. If people understand your goal, they can prepare to block you. But when you speak in riddles, act without announcing, you retain control. Mystery keeps others off balance. Don't spill your future plans casually. Tell stories, not blueprints. If you're planning a career switch or launching a new idea, deflect with something vague, just exploring possibilities. Give people decoys, hints that lead them away from your actual intentions. A YouTuber teasing a project without giving details builds curiosity and momentum. That suspense equals attention. When your intentions are invisible, resistance is impossible. Law 3. Court attention at all costs. In a world drowning in distraction, obscurity is death. Influence requires visibility. You could be the smartest, most capable person in the room, but if no one sees you, you don't exist. Build your presence. Dress with intention. Speak with rhythm. Walk with purpose. Share your work. Blog it. Post it. Speak about it. Build a name that echoes. Take small risks that grab attention. Better to be controversial than invisible. Think of Elon Musk. Love him or not, his unpredictability and bold statements keep him in global headlines. Attention is a magnet. Once you have it, you can guide it. Lose it, and your influence fades into static. Law 4. Crush your enemy totally. Mercy is noble, but in power politics, mercy can be a weakness. Half-defeated opponents don't disappear. They lie low and plot revenge. To prevent future sabotage, resolve conflicts completely. In toxic professional relationships, don't just distance yourself. Remove the overlap. Make clean exits from partnerships or teams that threaten your peace. Draw strong boundaries and defend them with clarity, not anger. If a competitor undercuts you repeatedly, don't just confront them. Outsmart them in a public win that leaves no ambiguity about who's ahead. You don't need to be cruel, but you do need to be definitive. Law 5. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Predictability breeds comfort. Comfort breeds control. Want to disrupt that? Be unpredictable. When people can't guess your next move, they hesitate. That hesitation gives you room to maneuver and power to influence. Don't always say yes. Don't always say no. Keep people unsure of how you'll respond. Vary your tone, appearance, and style. Keep it authentic, but unpredictable. Give surprise rewards or unexpected silence. Each creates psychological imbalance. Actors like Johnny Depp reinvent themselves with every role. That unpredictability becomes their power. Mystery breeds respect. Be just erratic enough to keep people watching. Law 6. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Every person has a pressure point. Find it, and you understand their behavior, their decisions, their fears. When you know what someone wants or dreads, you can predict and influence their actions. Listen when people talk about their dreams. Their biggest desires often hold their greatest vulnerabilities. Watch for defensiveness. Emotional outbursts usually reveal what someone protects. Tailor your pitch or request around their needs, not yours. In negotiations, offer what your opponent values most, not what costs you the least. Power isn't force. It's leverage. Understanding gives you the levers. Law 7. Assume formlessness. Stability is an illusion. The most powerful adapt, not just to survive, but to dominate. The more fixed your identity, your routine, your strategy, the easier it is to be targeted. Formlessness allows reinvention. Try roles outside your comfort zone. Don't define yourself too narrowly. If your plan collapses, shift. Find a new path. Don't mourn the lost one. Let feedback and failure shape your evolution. Be like water, my friend. Bruce Lee. Water doesn't fight obstacles. It flows around them and wears them down. Power isn't evil. It's a lens, a way of seeing how people move, how ideas spread, how influence is earned. Use it to manipulate, and you lose yourself. Use it to understand, and you gain presence, awareness, and quiet strength. So which of these laws hit you hardest? Which one are you going to adopt this week? In your work, in your voice, in your way of showing up? Drop in the comments. And remember, your next level begins the moment you stop playing small. Power is already within you. Let's learn to use it.